Hello.
Mhm.
Nice to see you again. How are you?
I'm fine.
Mhm. And how was your day today so far? What did you do today?
Mm, I'm. I read books.
Read some books. Ah, very nice. And what book do you like to read? What is your favorite book?
I have a new series of books.
What?
It's called The Monkey King.
Oh, Monkey King. And why do you like that book? Why?
Because it's interesting.
It's interesting. Very nice. Okay. And can you please tell me what are you going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm going to take a test at school.
Ah, very nice. Okay, so we are going to start. We will continue from our previous lesson where we stop on our previous lesson. Just one moment. Okay, now I will share my screen. Okay, now let's have a look. We have here this text. Now watch and learn. Okay, can you please tell me? Okay, we have here this question. Can you please read this question for me and give me your answer?
Why do people write poems?
So why people write poems? Why?
Mm, and
Why people, for example, want to write poem? Why, for example, why someone wants to write a poem?
I don't know the answer.
Okay, but can you please tell me, do you like to read poems? Do you like?
I like to read books.
But why?
Poems are so short.
Okay, and what is your favorite poem? Can you please tell me what poem do you like it?
I like art poems.
Okay, now we have here this poem. Okay, a poem for the reader by Mary Ann Huberman. Okay, now
If
can you
you are
please?
on an adventure about to start, you're going to learn the poems by heart. Short ones and long ones, old ones and deep. Happy ones, sad ones, some silly ones too. You pick out your favorites from those that you read and invite them to live in the house in your head. The house is one memory everyone knows, and the more you put in it, the larger it grows. The more that you give it, the more it will give, and your powers will live to you as long as your life.
Hmm. Okay, very nice. Now look at the picture and talk about it. What she is doing? Can you please tell me what she is
This
doing?
is something.
So she is reading a book. Okay, very nice. And how about you, for example? What book, for example, you like to read?
Like Doraemon and the Monkey King and Captain Underpants.
Okay, and why do you like Captain Underpants? Why?
because because that captain can is funny.
So he can be really funny. And what? Okay, and we have here. What is the poem about? What is this poem that we read
About
here?
poems.
What is this poem about?
The poem is about poems.
Okay. Okay. And can you please tell me, do you like this poem? Do you like it?
Yes, I like it.
And why? Why do you like it? Which part of the poem do you like here? Which part is your favorite?
My favorite is uh some short one and long ones, old one and new, happy ones, sad ones, some silly ones too.
Mm-hmm. Uh, And can you please tell me why? Why do you like it?
Because I'm funny about why poems can be silly.
Very nice. Okay, and can you please tell me what is something that you like about stories? What story, for example, is your favorite? What story do you like?
Like Captain Underpants, the adventures of Captain Underpants.
Very nice. Okay, that is really nice. Now let's have a look. We have here, what do people write poems about? For example, if you want to write a poem, what poem would you like to write about?
I will write about stories.
And why? Can you please tell me why?
Because it will be funny.
It can be funny. It can be funny.
Will be funny.
Very nice. So it can be really funny. Okay, and how poetry is different from other kinds of writing? How?
That's the I don't know.
Okay, so we have here how. Okay, so you have, for example, poem, and you have stories that you mentioned. Okay, so how are they different?
That poem is easy to remember.
It's easy to remember. Very nice. And now, okay, can you please read this question for me and give me your answer?
What do you know about poetry? What do you want to know?
Okay, so what do you want to know?
I want to know about teachers.
Very nice. And what do you want to know about? What do you want to know about?
I know about poetry. That is that talks about something.
Very nice. Okay, that is really nice. Now let's have a look. That was really fantastic and really good. Now listen and word. Okay, so we have here, listen and say again. Okay, now we have here different animals here. Okay, which animal? I know that you know to read all of these animals. Which of these animals do you like it? Which of these animals here are your favorite? Insects. Can you please tell me?
I'm scared of all insects.
And why? Why are you scared of insects?
I'm
Why?
scared of the ladybug because it can and the great cat is because and the grasshopper and the beetle because they can go into my soup.
Very nice. Okay.
And the catty is I'm scared that it will bite me.
Okay, and what do you think about and what do you think about kangaroo? Do you like kangaroo maybe?
Yeah, I'm scared that kangaroos will jump on me.
You're scared of kangaroo? Okay, and why are you scared of kangaroo? Why?
I'm scared that they will leap on my head.
Very nice. Okay, and now can you please tell me what else what else are you scared of? Can you please tell me what
I'm
else?
scared of lions, tigers, and most snakes.
Okay, very nice. Now let's have a look.
Poison.
You're scared of them. Okay, and of these insects, can you please tell me which one is your favorite?
My favorite bird is the bee because Because sometimes the bee will just go on flowers, not go to bite me.
Very nice. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, so we have here, okay, ladybug, grasshopper, okay, katydid, butterfly, cricket, beetle, and bee. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, which one is your favorite?
My favorite is the bee.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because the bee just sometimes just go on flowers and doesn't know that I'm passing.
Very nice. Okay, now let's see. We have here put the words in the correct sentence. Make three different sentences. Okay,
Kangaroo jumped out of a thicket and ate a raisin.
Okay, very nice. And we
The
have
salad is scared of raisins.
okay, and now we have here okay, ticket. Okay, we have a raisin. What other animals can jump very high? Who else can jump very high? Can you please tell me? Who can jump really high?
The cat. The cat can jump over a fence.
Okay, very nice. And we have here, okay, we have here ticket, we have kangaroo, etc. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, we are having here this. Now, why are some poems easy to remember? What do you think? Why we can easily remember some poems? Why?
Because the poems is I know I can't explain.
Okay, now we have here, okay, we have here favorite insect. Okay, what insect would you like to put in a poem? Okay, so you can put some insect in the poem. What insect would you like to put in the poem?
The ants.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because they are because I know many about ants.
Okay, and why? Can you please tell me why?
Because I know about ants.
Very nice. And why are the colors often used in poetry? Why people use colors in the poetry?
For it to be beautiful.
Okay, very nice. And for example, what color is your favorite?
My favorite color is pink.
Because why?
I'm a boy.
Okay, very nice. And can you please tell me, okay, so how would you make a poetry using this color and using some animals? Okay, so how would you create a poetry? Okay, let's try you to make a poetry. Can you try to do that, please?
But I don't know how to write.
But you don't know. It's easy to say I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try to think a little bit.
But how where can I write on Skype?
Okay, for example, what is some poetry that you would like to write? On what animal, for example? Can you imagine what animal can you put in a poetry? What animal is? Ant. Very nice. See that you know. See that you know. But you're not. Okay, maybe this topic is a little bit boring for you, but we are trying to expand your speaking. Okay. Okay. Now let's have a look. We have here this. Read the poem. This is the poem about soccer ball.
My soccer ball is old and worn. It has zeros at all. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love my soccer ball. You see it was my father's sport. When he was just a boy. That is why I love my ball. It's more than just a toy.
Okay. Now, what do you think about this poem? What do you think?
It's about the soccer ball.
Okay. And why? Can you please tell me why?
Because the author thinks that soccer. Because the author likes the soccer ball.
Okay. And we have here the soccer ball is very old. The soccer ball is very special, and the soccer ball does not roll well. What is the theme of this poem? Can you please tell me?
The soccer ball is very special and old.
Ah, very nice.
And hard to roll.
Okay, very nice. Now, let's have a look. We have here words in context. Answer the questions below. Okay, before you read. Okay, now, which poem do you think will be most interesting?
I don't know on the poems that are all around the world.
Ah, very nice. Okay, that is really nice. Now let's see this. Okay, we have here 3 poets. Okay, now can you please read this text for me?
People write poems to share what they see. They want us to feel joy and sadness that they feel. The following 3 poets come from 2 countries, the United States and the United Kingdom. However, the language they use is the same, English.
Okay, very nice. Now let's.
Rosen is a British children's book writer and poet.
Okay, very nice. Now I just want to ask you just one moment. People write poems or to share what they see. Okay, now let's try like this. Okay, I want to ask you, can you please tell me in your home what can you see? What is something that you can see in your home?
I can see books. Everywhere is books in my bedroom.
Okay.
No, in my cupboard.
And would you like to write a poem, for example, about your books?
Yes.
And how would you write? Okay, let's try. Let's try to think a little bit. How would you write a poem about your books?
I will write about my book, Captain Underpants.
Very nice. Okay, so this is really nice to hear. Okay, now let's see what do we have more. Okay, now he's a British children's book writer. He enjoys writing poetry and reading it aloud with his children. Now let's see. Okay, can you please read this text for me?
A dangerous racing, but my daughter Elsie is helpful. A racing has escaped from the racing yard. It's pushing across the table. It's like a shooting star. And it's sleeping in the air like a kangaroo. Look out there, it's coming for you.
Aha! So what do you think about this poem?
It's funny.
Okay, and what other poems are funny for you? Can you please tell me what other poems can be funny for you?
About power the first poem is the book poems that are silly, sad, happy, fun.
Okay, so those are poem books. Okay, now let's see. We have here.
Color.
Take a brush.
The sky is green. The grass is blue. You are purple. The house is silver. The sun is black. The river is gold. The world cracked. Did you do that?
Did you do that? Okay, so let's try like this. Can you please tell me what can you see here in this picture? Can you please tell me what can you see it?
I see a house and some trees.
Okay.
And a sun.
Okay, so now let's see. We have here this in the United States, the word is spelled color. In the United, the word is spelled differently. Okay, so it's the same meaning. You can say like this in England and this in the United States. Now, let's see. Okay, how would you, for example, write a poem? Okay, we have here countryside. What can you see here in this picture on the countryside? What can you see it? Can you please tell me?
I want to see a river, a house, and some trees in the sun.
Ah, very nice. Okay, okay, now let's have a look. Now, that is really nice. We have Alien Fisher, was an award-writing American children poet, book writer, and playwright. She loved nature and liked to go hiking. Now, how about you? Can you please tell me, do you like hiking?
Hiking. Yes, but like the mountain is like this. I just go here, and then just and go back.
Okay. Now let's see. And we have here, but I wonder. Okay, now can you please read this text for me?
The crickets in the thickets in the country did in trees, ants, plants, and butterflies, and ladybugs and bees. The smell is little noses, but peculiar, if you please. They get along quite nicely, but I wonder how this is.
Okay. Now we have here different insects. Now, can you please tell me what insects can you see?
I can see Katie's ladybug. Birds and grasshoppers, bees, butterfly.
Okay, very nice. Now, let's see. We have here this Robert Louis Stevenson was a famous Scottish poet and book writer who lived in 180s. He wrote many books, including the famous Treasure Islands. Okay, so did you know? Do you notice how winter days are short and summer days are long? Robert Louis Stevenson noticed it and wrote about in this poem Bad in Summer. Okay, now can you please read this text for me?
Winter I get up at night and just by yellow candlelight and some of quite other way. I have to go to bed by day. I have to go to bed and see the birds still hopping on the tree. And hear the grown up people's feet. You go fast speed in the street. And it does not seem hard to you when the sky is green and blue and I feel like so much too black. You should go bed by day.
So what is the theme
Bed
of
by
this?
day? Why?
Okay,
When go to bed by day.
maybe he wants to sleep or she.
Yes,
Maybe.
but he works in night.
So, for example, do you like to play? Do you like to play?
I like to read books.
But but I ask you, do you like to play? Okay, I know that you love to read books. I know that you're good at
chess.
Chess. Oh, very nice. And who is your favorite chess player? Do you have your favorite chess player, like Magnus?
My uncle.
And how about famous chess players? Do you like Magnus Carlsen? He's a famous chess player.
I don't know
He is the world champion. Okay, so he is a world champion, and
Messi Ronaldo.
Mhm. He is the best chess player in the world. Magnus Carlsen.
He's he's the best chess player in the world.
Mhm. Now, what is the theme of the poem? What is the theme of poem here? What is something that is important about this poem?
The theme of the poem is about how he sleeps and how do he like to play.
Okay, so we have here match each poem with a theme. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to connect with A, B, C, D. Okay, now can you please read number 1?
That in summer is D.
It's
D.
D. Very nice. Okay, next one. Number 2. Just one moment, it's too big.
But I wonder. The poem two is
But I Wonder by Alan Fisher.
is A.
Okay. Next one.
Dangerous racing. The poem it is having fun at the dining table.
So it's B. And the last one?
Is of course C.
Of course, C. Okay, of these poems, which one do you like? Which one is your favorite?
A dangerous racing.
And why? Why do you like that poem? Why?
Because I wonder that why racing jumps.
Now, words in context. Connect each word with a sentence. Now, we have insects.
Insect is labeled in grasshoppers.
Number 2.
Number two is escape means to get away.
From a place. From.
And shooting stars are stars that will pass across the sky.
Okay, very nice. And last one?
Leaping is of course the leaping means jumper up high.
Jumping up high. Okay, very nice. Jumping high. Okay, now, can you please read this text for me?
What was going on at 8 a.m. this morning? The birds were singing and the sun was shining. My dad was frying eggs in the kitchen. My mom was yelling at me and the bus driver was honking his horn.
Honking his horn. Honking his. Okay, read the sentences below. What was going on at Harry's house at 8 a.m.? Okay, so what is going on?
Who is Harry?
Okay, now we have sentences below. Okay, so now this is Harry. I suppose this is Harry. What is going on in this poem? What is going on?
The bird was singing.
Okay, very nice. Okay, now let's have a look. Okay, it's singing. Okay, it's singing. Okay, now let's see what do we have more here. Okay, now past continuous tell what was going during in the past. We use was and were, and we have here this. Now, can you please read the sentence number 1?
What was Sarah doing yesterday? She was playing in the park.
Very nice. Okay, he was playing in the park. In the park. Okay, very nice. Okay, now let's see. And can you please read number 2? Can you read number 2, please?
What was Thomas doing before school this morning? I was riding the bus.
It was riding a bus. And what were you doing after lunch? Can you please tell?
Reading a book.
Okay, and after dinner, what are you going to do after dinner? Can you please tell me?
I'm going to do homework.
What homework are you going to write?
Sometimes I don't have homework because my homework is math. But I'm so fast at math, so I done all the math at school. I don't need to do math at home.
Okay, very nice. Now we have here, write a sentences about your morning like this. I was eating breakfast with my mom and I was riding my bike. Okay, now
I was eating with my dad.
Okay, I was, okay, can you say the full sentence? I was
eating breakfast with my mom.
And okay, but this is something about you. Can you please tell me something about you? What did you do?
I was studying this morning.
I was studying this morning. Very nice. And what do you like to study? Can you please tell me? What is something that you like to?
To study math and English.
Math and English. Very nice. Okay, now let's see. We have here communicate. Okay, now, can you please read?
This subject is especially writes poetry.
Now, I like to make people. Can you please read?
I like to make people laugh.
Next one, I love.
I love to share funny stories from my elementary school days.
And the last two, read everything, please.
I like to write poems about physical things in nature. I love putting all my ideas together like a puzzle.
Okay, now can you please tell me something? What is something that you like and what is something that you love?
I like reading books.
And what do you love?
I love sleeping.
Very nice. And why do you love to sleep? Why?
Because
What is there?
nice. I have studied a lot and I'm tired. I want to sleep.
Very nice. And you love to sleep. Very nice. And for example, how many hours do you usually sleep?
I usually sleep 8 hours. Sometimes I'm going on a journey and I'm tired, but I don't want to live as daily. So I just lie down, but I'm lying just a few minutes. I was sleeping.
Okay, now we have listen again and check. The things that are purple in Mrs. Lee poem. Okay, for example, what is this? Picture number 1.
It's a skirt.
Okay, what else is purple here in these pictures? Can you please tell me?
It's the pen. The pen.
Pen. Next one.
In the flower, a spare water.
Okay, now talk about pictures. What is the difference? Find 5 things with your partner. Can you please tell me what is the?
The two butterflies is flying in here, but the other is here. The two butterflies.
Two butterflies. Okay, very nice.
And the cloud.
Okay, and
the ladybug. The ladybug. And the bee.
And the bee.
The cricket and the grasshopper. And the color of the flower.
And the color of the flower. Very nice. Okay, so those are differences. Now let's see. We have here this. We use then we use adjectives of size and color together. The size adjective comes first. My sister is wearing a little pink sweater. We look up to the big blue sky. Now, can you try to make a sentences using adjectives like this? Use your adjectives of size and color.
My mom is wearing a black t-shirt.
My mom is wearing a black t-shirt. Very nice.
Yes,
okay.
It is real.
Yeah. Yes, but you need to tell me. Okay. Okay. Is it big? Is it small? You need to tell the size and the color. How would you do that? My mother. How would you say something like this? My mother.
Wearing a big black t-shirt.
Big black t-shirt. And what are you wearing? Okay, can you please tell me?
I'm wearing a big black t-shirt.
Ah, very nice. Okay, that is really nice. Now let's. Now, can you please? Okay, number the adjectives in the correct order. We have a green large. Now we need to put large green turtle sat on the log near the water. Now, can you please read number 2?
Huge black
Cloud.
A cloud appear in the western sky.
So what comes first?
The huge come first.
Okay, huge, black, huge black. Okay, very nice. Now, number 3, can you please read number 3?
When I'm really hungry, I like to bite into a big red apple.
Big red apple.
Big come first.
Red apple. Okay, number 4.
My mother bought me a Chinese silver. A Chinese silver.
Bracelet.
For my birthday.
For my birthday. Okay, and what would you like to buy? For example, what would you like to get for your birthday? What is something that you
like to get books.
Books, because why?
Because
what books?
I like funny books.
You like funny books. Very nice. Okay, so books are funny. Okay, so now we have here books. Now let's have a look. What do we have more? I think people write poems to share their ideas. What do you think? Why people write poems, in your opinion? Can you please tell me? Why did they write poems?
People write poems because they want to share their ideas.
Okay, and what ideas, for example, would you like to share?
I want to share about my book and adventure, the amazing adventures of Captain Underpants.
Okay, very nice. Now we have here this words. The hat is blue. Add cat, something that you can do. Run, a person, a place, or thing. Okay, now let's see. We can find this in nature, and we use this to write poetry. Okay, so can you please tell me what is something of these words that we can find in the nature?
That we can find snowflakes.
Okay, so this is what we can find in the nature. Of these words that you have here, can you please tell me what is something that you can find?
I like sentence rhyming words, verb, noun, adjectives, syllable, lecture, robin, angelfish, snow,
Angelfish. Okay, this is angel.
and snowflakes.
So what is something that you can find in the nature of these words? What is something that you can find in the nature?
Nature, I can find. I cannot find anything in the nature or in this part. I can't find the robin. I can't find the angelfish. I can't find snowflakes.
Okay.
Because angelfish is deep in the sea.
Okay, and we use this to write a poetry. What we use to write the poetry of these words?
Use
what we can use from here. Okay, we have sentence, rhyming words, verb. Okay, so we all letters. We all use this when we want to write a poetry. Okay.
Yes. So that we can write the words in the box. We can find answer the questions.
Okay, now we have here. What kind of poems do you like to read?
I like to read. And you read like funny poems.
And why?
Because I like funny.
And we have here, how do poems make you feel? How do poems make you feel? How do you feel when you hear a poem?
I feel. I don't feel anything.
Do you feel happy? Do you feel excited? How do you feel?
I feel. I don't feel anything. I don't know why.
Okay, now, what are some of the things you can write about in a poem? What, for example, what some things that you can write about in a poem? Okay, so can you? I know that you like to do math. Can you please tell me what do you think about writing a poem about math? Is this possible?
It is possible.
And how is possible? Can you please tell me? How is possible to write a poem about math?
It's like the fun. Math is fun.
Okay. Now we have here. Read this. Okay. Can you please read this text for me?
Always choose words carefully to help readers see a picture in their minds. When you read, notice the words that the poet used to describe something. Try to see a
Visualize.
visualize what the poem is about.
So what the poem is about. Okay, so we have here this haiku poem. Write some of the things you see in your mind. Snow falls in the ground, mountains are covered in white, winter time is here. Now, let's try like this. Can you please tell me, what season do you like? What season, for example, is your favorite?
My favorite season is winter.
And why? Why do you like winter?
Because winter is cold.
Okay, in winter it's cold. Okay, now, very nice. Now, can you try to make us, for example, a poem about winter? What would you write about in the winter? What is something that you would write about in the winter?
I would like to write about snowflake.
And why? Why would you do that?
Because I can't explain.
Okay, and for example, okay, what do you think about summer? Okay, so we have summer. What is something that you can write about in summer?
I can write about the things in summer.
Like what? What things in summer you can write about?
What the leaves fall. Some leaves also fall in the summer, not just the autumn.
Okay, and how about spring? What is something that you can write about spring?
That they are green leaves.
Green leaves. Okay, so you can write about green leaves. Now, let's see. We have here words in context. Observe, imagine, describe, exact. Why is important to notice things around you when you write poetry? Why is this important?
That is
For example, why is that important when you want to write about poetry? Why is this important?
it is important because some poems it's funny to explain. How can I explain?
Okay, so for example, why do you need to look around you when you want to write a poet? Why do you need to look around you?
Because we must know something to write.
Okay, like what? Can you please tell me?
Like if about my bed, then I must look at my bed.
Very nice. Okay, so this is why we, for example, why we are writing a poem. Okay, now can you please, you can be a poet. Okay, so what do you need to do? Okay, so poets write about the world in a special way. Okay, see, they want to write about poem in a special way. They want to share the beauty and joy of life. You can be a poet. Just remember these three things. Now, can you please read these three things that we need to remember?
That's a good poet. Observe these things carefully. When you were going to school this morning, what did you notice? Many poets write about the things they see around them.
Number two.
A good poet has a good
Imagination.
Imagination. When you imagine something in your mind, then when you read about it, others can enjoy your imagination too.
Others can enjoy your imagination too. Can enjoy your imagination too. Very nice. Okay, and how about you? Can you, for example, enjoy in imagination? What is something that, for example, you can imagine and you can enjoy it?
I can imagine about books. Books is long, short.
And why? Can you please tell me why?
Because I know many things about books.
Very nice. And what things, for example, you know about books? What is something that you know about books?
Then that's I know about.
Okay, can you please read number 3?
A good poet knows how to describe things. How does something look, smell, uh, feel?
Or feel.
It makes a sound. Writing about these things can make a poem interesting.
So we have there are many different types of poems. Here are 3 examples that you can try right away. And they are fun, right, and fun to read. Try them. Okay, so we have here like this. Okay, this is Hawaii. When we read, this is Hawaii. Okay, now hot, aloha, waves, angelfish, interesting, and islands. Okay, so on what place, for example, you can write a poem about? Okay, so take one place that you can write a poem. On what place would you like to write a poem about?
About some islands, an Iceland.
What island, for example?
I don't know the Iceland name, but you said the I will.
It's what? It's
Is and can't explain.
Okay, so this is something that is really nice. Now let's see, and I want to ask you. Okay, so we have here this. What is something that you can write about? Can you write about a poem about your mom and dad?
I can write a poem, but why should I write a poem about my mom and dad?
How would you write a poem about your mom and dad? What would you do to write a poem about your mom?
English
Dad.
for my mom.
How would you do that? Okay, for example, how would you write a poem about your mom and dad?
By
Okay, now, and what is something about your mom? What words can you use to describe about your mom?
that she has long hair.
What is something that you like to write a poem? Okay, so we have a poem, for example, about your mom and dad. Okay, so what would you write about them? Okay, what is something?
That's how does they look like?
Okay, so this is how you can write a poem about your, and how about your school? How would you make a poem?
Is big or small?
Okay, and what else can you do, for example, in your school? What can you do in your school? So what is something that you can do, for example, in your school? What can you do?
I can just I can do math.
Math. Very nice. Okay. And how would you write a song about math? Math. What would you say? What is something interesting about math? Math. Sorry.
Difficult math. Easy. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 1,000 a big number plus a big number.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so this is something that is really nice. Okay, and how about other subjects? What other subjects that you can write a poem about? Can you please tell me what are other subjects that you can write a poem about?
About science. About science.
Because why? Why do you like science?
Because I can know about things.
So you can know about some of the things. Okay, now let's see. Okay, here, just one moment. Okay, now we have here how to write a circular poem. Okay, we have snow, cold and silent, falling, dancing, glittering snowflakes, kiss my nose. And we have crystals. Now, how would you write, for example, a poem about snow? What would you put in your poem about snow?
That the snow falls from too low.
So what would you say, for example? Is it nice? What can you do when it's snowy? What is something that you can do when it's snowy?
I can make snowballs in the rain.
Okay, can you make a snowman maybe?
Yes, I can make a snowman. I think I should make a 10-headed snowman.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so those are things that you can do during this song. Okay, so it's cold and silent, falling and dancing. Tiny snowflakes kiss my nose. Okay, so this is something that is a really nice poem. Okay, so we will stop here. I know that maybe this is not so interesting topic about poems. It's better when we speak about math and science. Okay, now Johnny, can you please tell me, do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions.
Did you like this lesson?
I like this lesson.
Yay! Okay, so until the next time, I wish you a really nice weekend and a really nice week. Okay?
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.